Hey guys, back with one last video, this time for real. Stop it! For real this time. Fucking stop it! Oh, the hiccups again, it's annoying when it happens. That is random. Trying to talk, it just randomly happens. Stop it! Stop it now. It's gonna be annoying, isn't it? Fucking stop it! Anyway, I'm viewing the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. But you stop it! I'm reviewing the original pilot for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Fucking stop hiccuping! Can I fucking talk? This is getting annoying now. I'm trying to fucking do a review. Sorry about this. Happens out of fucking nowhere. I don't even know how. Like, I haven't even eaten anything for the past couple hours. Like, late. Anyway, as I say for the third time, I'm viewing the original pilot of Power Rangers. You're supposed to view this before watching the official series. The guy gets killed since the G Ranger. So yeah, it was in this. The pilot was actually filmed as the first version. Honestly, when it comes to the show, they film a pilot. Sometimes the pilot's good, it actually becomes an official part of the episode, part of the series, or has some differences that still gets set up with some changes, and even they kind of put over the series. Even sometimes the pilot getting reworked and join up to a series. It's a common practice for pilots. It's quite common. A lot of media. Like there are other shows of pilots. I can't remember actually. But there are definitely a lot of pilots, a lot of different ones, the pilot versions. I'm sure there's a video about it on YouTube actually. So yeah, if you want to see this pilot for yourself, it's on YouTube. You watch it on YouTube. Okay. It's just part of a 1999 special event. You know, where Oscar John and Walter Jones hosted a event, special program about celebrating a milestone in Power Rangers history, probably. Since at the time the season airing was Power Rangers Lost Galaxy, the post-Zordon era season, the Zordon era epilogue specifically. It just was a transitionary point between the Zordon era and the modern and the rest of the Saban era. It was just getting to the format. So I'm kind of on that. I'm talking about something else. Fox Kids did not get to air all episodes of Power Rangers. I think the last season they aired was Time Force in 2001. Just that's when Disney acquired ABC in Saban. When they acquired Saban products. At least with Power Rangers actually. Like in the Disney era, say Wild Force is a finale to this, also a transitionary point to the Disney era. as you get my point. Notable changes from the pilot is that Yellow Ranger Trini was originally played by Audrey Dubois, but for some reason was recast for Tui Tran. I still don't know what the official reason was, but hey, wasn't a bad decision. Tui Tran proved to be great. She sadly passed away back in 2001 in a car crash. I hold my respect for her. Oh. I want to cover every Power Ranger season, including Once and Always. But that'll take a while. Since I don't have all the seasons of Super Sentai on DVD, at least the ones originally released by Shout Factory. I'm going to slowly collect them. I'm going to 4. May replace the 4th one. But still. I don't want to watch shows in a long form format. Right, other changes was Zordon originally being called Zoltar. A very creepy design. It still moves about, but you can see his mouth move. Something like that, just flipping back and forth. It's just creepy. Alpha was also slightly different in design, but still playing with your Hobbits. So as I talk about the pilot, I'm going to have some changes. Mention some of the changes, but not all of them because it'll take too long and I can't remember all of them. So I'll just talk about the ones that I can guess about. So yeah, so the pilot opens up with a bowling alley. Another change from the pilot is that the bowling alley was replaced by a nice gym and juice bar, basically a youth center. It's replaced by a youth center, which is a much more actually makes a lot more sense in a bowling alley. What kind of why would teenagers in the 90s hang out at a bowling alley? Sorry. Sure, there's some, but why would be teenagers hang out at a bowling alley? Let's just run an afternoon activity. They just happened to decide to do an activity that day. The gym and the youth center would make a lot more sense to hang out. Now we can freely hang out. Or doing what they like. They want to do a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers reboot. Go ahead, but I think they should retell the original story, but tell it more modern style. Not that it's going to be film, it kind of fucks up on the characters, but one good aspect about that film is how it's the characters. It actually puts focus on the characters. They just make them all fucked up. Sure, they don't want to be perfect, but yeah, I would just say my gripes when I eventually review the film. Yeah. We have more detailed history of Power Rangers. Just go watch Linkara's videos on it. He did a history of Power Rangers. We all learn some of these old content. Some of the old ones. Because he doesn't... Because, he... Or... them a specific time. He's only going up to around SPD at the time recording. So we should have Mr. Boss. It's going to be a while before we get Mr. Boss, Operation Overdrive. Mr. Boss and Operation Overdrive. They're the ones that need to be uploaded the most. Yeah. But anyway, if you're interested, go check out those videos. They're great. Anyway. Online, they're antagonized by some bullies. One of the bullies is actually still played by Paul Schreier. Well, it was just the bully looked totally different though. Orange jacket, had hair. No. Reason Broken Skull worked is one, the actors Paul Schreier and Jason Narby. They were they were really funny. And two, you can actually tell that there's more to them than just being bullies. Still there's some goodness inside them. And they went for a lot of development throughout the Saban era, throughout the Solon era, all the way up to the stand-up in space. The only characters ever get character development in Power Rangers early era. They had many opportunities to do an interesting crossover the previous season. Like, yeah, I understand the actors on and stuff, but they could have asked to come back for two episode similar to the Indian Rangers crossover. Just a 2-part episode. Very simple. They're free to come back. Anyway, the Rangers just easily take care of the bullies. Yeah, they obviously bite them back, but bullies were pissed, but he hasn't thrown a single punch at them. They just start biting them for no reason. Mr. Future actually did a good job explaining the differences between the three versions of the episode. So I would recommend you check out that video. Anyway, we actually transitioned to a live coverage of astronauts going to the moon, which I think actually worked better than just suddenly starting with astronauts. Alright, the astronauts had different dialogue here compared to the actual episode. And the filter is slightly different, but the free Rita, still played by Barbara Goodson. Interesting enough, unintentionally or not, seems Mighty Morphin was influenced by the Wizard of Oz. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? And once you notice those things, you can never see them. I just can't remember what they are. Anyway. They also released the Evil Witch Rita 10,000 years. Interesting enough. Binster and I think the monkey one was SWAT. Voices sound slightly different here. But it's lots of dialogue about walk with me, talk with me stayed the same. Rita's response to it was slightly different about stepping in the puddle. Now we even have more footage of Rita actually blowing away the astronauts. But that was seen too violent. But it's kind of darker without knowing what happened to them. Yeah, actually, when you think about it, you don't know whatever happened to them. Did they ended up leave, or did Rita actually kill them? Don't you think that? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, they don't explain where the astronauts went. They survived in the Sentai, yes, but like we don't see the astronauts getting out of there or being saved by the Power Rangers. They should have just adapted the plot of them being captured. Have the two astronauts be famous people. The Rangers must rescue them. So there's mission. I get that more footage from the Sentai. But they do actually adapt a lot more footage from Sentai here. In the actual first episode. So yeah, Zeltars then Zolan. There's news of Rita's awakening. And summons 5 teenagers. And the teleport, stunning teleport effect is lame. It's just squash and stretch. Fine. So, the Command Center definitely looks a little different, but some elements did make their way into the series. And you meet Zoltar. It basically explains that he's recruited them to help fight an evil witch named Rita, which has then become the Power Rangers. Now, how when he explains their capabilities and what powers they'll be reading, they really had this weird effect where the Rangers bravely turned to dinosaurs for a visual demonstration. Yeah, that was just too creepy. I'm glad they changed that to actually just being in their suits. That works a lot better and works in context of the story. Of course, Zoltar can't take down Rita because he's trapped in a time warp. Because the Rangers still don't believe this and just leave. Rita sees the Rangers through a telescope. And basically, he summons some putties down to take care of them. Yes. Unlike in the actual first episode, where they do handle themselves fine against the putties for at least a little bit. Yeah, they're totally trounced by the putties. Initially, they scream for help before actually morphing. Morphin sequence here, don't like it. I get this is a pilot and stuff, and being so glad they changed. Like, just then holding up saying the dinosaur names like this, Mastodon, Pterodactyl, stuff like that. And the way Jason says Tyrannosaurus is Tyrannosaurus. Just doesn't. Sounds like he's bored. Sounds like he's not even interested in it. I think I've heard how they use the more sequels later on in the actual series. Last they could use that every single episode. I kind of wish they had a special effect to each Ranger when they solo morph, like Jason has with the transition into the Red Ranger. Yeah, I can easily picture that. It's pretty easy to do. Sure, it was the 90s, but it should at least have editing technology at the time. So you can at least try and edit some stuff. So yeah, now we transition into Bao. Now we teleported to the location of G Ranger village. And just some change. The theme song's still playing in the background, but it's still going, yeah, ha, hiya. They're not. That's odd. Really odd. And there's another scene that was actually another Sentai footage scene that was cut from the actual episode of Yellow using her blaster. Mostly because of how violent the pilot. I can definitely see a lot of violence in the pilot. Of course, not mature violence. Still, a little kid type violence. Irritatable type violence for kids. Type of stuff. So, yeah. There's a weird inconsistency with the footage. Weird thing happens. So yeah, for the first Megazord fight, They always had the Megazord in the first episode in Power Rangers, unlike G Ranger, which didn't debut their Megazord until maybe around episode 5, I think. These Sentai episodes are rushed, just so they can sell a lot of specific toys. There's a kind of chop, you see. But G Ranger actually built out its mecha debut and its Sentai debut across 2 episodes. Like its Sentai debut, their debut as Sentai was a 2-parter. So anyway, the inconsistency is, by the way, Golda was originally called Flygar. The Rangers morphed. We get a sequence similar to the first episode, after the actual episode. Just with one small difference, Goldar's name being different. But everything else about that is still the same. She said make Flygar grow, but Flygar's next to her in the fucking footage. And plus, what's he doing there? Isn't he supposed to be on the ground fighting the Rangers? That's a baffling decision they made with the pilot. I said the monster that grew is the Sphinx monster from a little bit later. And the Rangers summoned the Zords of the crystals. Using more G Ranger footage. Again, a lot of lines of dialogues were still the same in the script. Like when the Rangers enter their Megazord cockpits. And when they build the combining to the Megazord too. But that's new. Except for a scene cut from the Rangers excited and stuff. That was cut. Imagine the Sphinx monsters and Flygar. Yeah, no, Sphinx monsters destroy and Flygar just disappears. Now they're fully ready to accept becoming Power Rangers. McKinley did have a similar reaction to first episode. There's just slight differences in dialogue. Power Rangers! And then I didn't go into much detail. Because I don't really need to. It's just a pilot. But it's pretty good. It's obviously a pilot, so a lot of rough things. A lot of things are rough. Differences and stuff. This won't be the last time Yellow Ranger's being recast. They eventually did that years later in 2016 with Ninja Steel. Calvin was originally played by a black actor, but he was recast for the season premiere for unknown reasons. They're trying to avoid the controversy they got in the actual show, casting the black actor as the Black Ranger and the Asian as the white. So, yeah, it's weird. Oh wow. But again, this is a good pilot. If you're interested in checking it out, it's on YouTube. Just type in My Morphin Power Rangers pilot and you'll be able to find it. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoy my content, please thumbs up and want to see more. Subscribe to the channel, notification bell, be up to date with what's going to be channel. See you guys next time for more videos. Sayonara.